Seen the thumbnail, then you know what's up already. We're going to pick her up. First, I got to stop at my buddy's house. He has a, I don't know, 2012, I'm guessing, Kia Optima hybrid. Has well over 200,000 miles on it now, and he's starting to have transmission issues with it. He didn't know what to do with it. He was gonna just take offers and stuff. I said, dude, I'm going to Copart. Let's take it over there. You can auction it. I feel certain that a hybrid that runs and drives is going to bring decent money. Whether he gets top dollar for it or not, it's going to be a good parts car for somebody, because I mean the hybrid, everything still works. It's a hybrid system. It's just the transmission. After he drives it for a long time, it wants to stop shifting, and then he has to pull over, turn the car off, let it reset, turn it back on, and then it drives again. So I said, that's what Copart's about. I said, it's salvage cars and cars with issues. I said, let me haul it over there. We'll put it in the auction and sell it. So I'm going to pick it up. We're going to take it to the auction, and then I'm going to pick up my ride. What's better than one caddy? Two caddies.
Well, howdy, y'all. Did you miss me? Go on and say I told you so. Yeah, now I know the straight life is a no-go. Yeah, I was wrong. I tried to get domesticated, but yesterday I finally couldn't take it, and I was gone. I probably should have told my wife, but the minute I saw the light, I just dug out my boots and threw out the fanny pack, sold the van and got my old Harley back, cranked up the bike and flew out the cul-de-sac, straight to the nearest bar. AC/DC on the jukebox, back and black. Got so drunk I was singing like a maniac, smoked so much I about had a heart attack. So it's a fact, the rascal is back.
You guys gonna miss the Kia sitting over there? You gonna miss it? No? Okay. You got some rough looking feathers there, buddy. Oh yeah. Have you guys ever watched Unwrapped? I'd like to do an interview with you. Yeah? What do you think about it? You don't like it? Oh, turn your back on me. I see how it is.
Sold the van and got my old Harley back, cranked up the bike and flew out the cul-de-sac, straight to the nearest bar. AC/DC on the jukebox, back and black. Got so drunk I was singing like a maniac, smoked so much I about had a heart attack. I woke up in someone's yard. The rascal is back.
All I need to do is program a key. That's what I'm going to try to do. My free ratchet strap. Alright, wish me luck. I need to be able to get into the PCM and get a code, and then I also need to program a key, which goes, when you program these, they go in here underneath this mat. Right there, there's a slot that they sit in, and that's where you put it to program it. Right here. See the slot? I like that slot. Remote. Read security code. Oh, everything lit up while this thing's communicating. I'm currently waiting 10 minutes for it to program this key. I get back. It must have been an error in the system. It sounded like shit. Press and hold the start-stop button until the instrument cluster comes on. I might not be able to do this right now. I can't open and close the driver's door. Moment of truth. We got a wiener.
Picked up the bike and flew out the cul-de-sac, straight to the nearest bar.
All right, let's show you this rack.
Got so drunk I singing like a maniac, smoked so much I about had a heart attack. I woke up in someone's yard. The rascal is back. It's crossed my mind that I'm a fool for leaving all I had. But then I think about it, dear. Boy, I sure am glad that I dug out my boots and threw out the fanny pack, sold the van and got my old Harley back, picked up the bike and flew out the cul-de-sac. AC/DC on the jukebox, back and black, got so drunk I singing like a maniac, smoked so much I about had a heart attack. So hang on to your hats. The rascal is back.
Alright, so I just came to the realization that this is the rear-wheel drive version and not the all-wheel drive version. If it was rear-wheel, or if it was all-wheel drive, it would be a CTS 4. This is a CTS regular. And then I checked under the front and there's no axles up front. So this thing should do a nasty burnout. It's got a full tank of fuel too. But this thing has the same fuse blown that was blown on mine, so this must be common when you wreck them, because no backup camera, no sunroof, no shift lights, same thing. It's not even in there. The fuse, it goes right there. BCM 10. They don't even have it in. So now let's go see. There's the shift lights. Cup holder works. Sunroof works. It was missing. They like just took it out. So the backup camera wasn't working. That was another thing I noticed. There it is. Oh, look at that. I fixed the parts car. I actually wanted that fuse since I used mine. I'll take another one. This car comes with an extra seat belt. It's a safety feature, and it's also the door latch. This is how you shut the door. You just gotta ratchet it, and it works really well though. It's a very nice safety feature. You feel really secure once it gets up here tight. Really secure. I feel like I'm not going anywhere. Let's get tight. I want my booby. I didn't think the power steering was working in this thing because the steering is heavy. But, yeah. Well, this is not ideal. I can't see. All right, so this is a 2014 Cadillac CTS. It is the CTS, not the CTS4, which that one is. That one's all-wheel drive. This one has differences. It has a CD changer in the glove box that mine doesn't have. It has the 17-inch wheels, and mine has the 18-inch wheels. They both have Brembo brakes. Another thing is this is tan interior. I don't really care for the spec on this one, to tell you the truth. It came with no keys, so we programmed it. So now we have a running, driving car. So after I rob all the parts that I need, I'm going to send this back through the auction as a run and drive car. Now, I paid more for this than I wanted to, but I was just like, I bid up to where I was comfortable and I stopped. Then bonus time came up and I was like, one more bid, and nobody else bid against me after that. And I was seriously the very last bid I was going to bid on this car. I was shocked that the other guy didn't bid again. I think it was out of Tennessee, the guy I was bidding against. But this one has less miles than mine. It has 62,000 miles on it. Mine has 67,000 miles on it. Same engine, but this is the rear-wheel drive version. Which means at one point or another, this thing's going to do an awesome burnout, okay? We already tried it. It'll do it. I had traction control on the first time, and it still did a burnout. Power steering is not working. It's working on and off in this. So I'm wondering if the rack didn't get damaged from this accident. This accident was pretty bad on this thing. This thing was doomed to be a rebuild. I mean, it's seriously, somebody could. But the A-pillar is smashed in good. You can look inside of there. It was hit hard. That door hinge is in like it knocked that whole panel in really far. I bet you that door hinge is in 6 inches further than where it's supposed to be. Knocked the whole rocker panel in across here. Door smashed in, so I'm going to say the whole door. I'm not trying to open this door now. Now that I went ahead and took the plastic and re-draped over this, I want to try to keep as much weather out of this as possible. So I'm going to, utilize the plastic here and try to keep it sealed up. But for a parts car, I couldn't have asked for a better car. Now I feel certain Copart did this, but I did see it in the listing. That rear bumper being scuffed. It's got scuffs and a little bit of damage. I did get that flexible putty, so I will be able to fix this little bit of a damage right here. And these exhaust tips, they look pretty. Now, they're fake exhaust tips. And the muffler, my muffler, I think I might rob the muffler off that one because Although it's not bad, it really mangled up this tip on here. And you don't really see it, but I have the parts here now. And another thing on this thing that I saw is, I told you the rotors on mine are horrendous rusty. Let me get a light. All right, so let's look at this one. Look at the pitting on those. Look at all of them are like that. Now, although these have 17-inch wheels, I'm assuming these are the same brakes. They're also Brembos, minor Brembos. That one has a little bit of surface rust, but they are fairly new. And then another thing, you look in there, normally if they're going to rust, they're going to rust really bad in there. I was just doing a standing burnout, so I was trying to burn off the surface rust that was on them. They look really good. Every trunk piece that I need that's missing on mine is in here. I have it a little bit shifted out of the way so I could hook my battery tender up and everything, but yeah, this thing's having a hard time trying to charge. Let's do a quick charge. Yeah, this car is, that battery, it's shot big time. So now we have all of those pieces. The trunk lid, the quarter panel. Now that is going to be a fun process. We are going to take the quarter panel off of this one. I honestly don't know. It looks like the quarter panel is part of the roof. They must have sealant in there. I never even looked at it. I thought there was a track there. Boy, is this going to be fun to do. I don't know where we're splicing at, but I'm going to be cutting this quarter panel off to put on that one. Honestly, the easiest spot is probably going to be from corner to inside the door here, but I think we have a dent above that, but it's not that bad. We are going to have to pull the glass out of both of these to get the quarter panel. I'm not worried about that right now, but my buddy that does the glass for me told me, he said, oh, we can have the glass out in 20 minutes. So I'm thinking in 40 minutes, we can have both of them out. Only downside to taking them out is you got to strip the interior. Oh, no. We could definitely get, that would be the easiest spot, would be to cut it right here. That would be, yeah, go right across there. That might be our ticket. But while I'm at it, like I said, I don't think we're going to take this very back panel. But if I need to, I have it. So I have everything, all the mounts, all the hardware I'm missing. This was the best option for me to do. My winning bid on that car was $1,000 less than my bid on this car. So I won this one for $43.50. I won this one for $33.50. Yes, $33.50. This one ended up being $4,180 some out the door with all the fees and stuff. So it was a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but if you total all these parts in to put that I'm going to need on this car, I was going to have $3,000 in parts alone. Where if I steal all the parts off of this, put it back in the auction now as a runner, it was a non-runner. I'm thinking I'm at least going to get $2,000 out of this car. A low mileage, 3.6, a good transmission, it's rear wheel drive, and I'm going to leave a good bit of parts on it. I am going to take the cats for sure because we need to see what this 3.6 sounds like without cats on it. But the Banana Edition CTS was my best bet on this. There was other ones I was looking at. It was, if they ran, they were going for more money. I was hoping I would get this one. I didn't even notice. Didn't notice that in the pictures. There's a dent on this quarter panel. Thank God we don't need that one. Oh, it's perfect. This one is perfect. Minus some scuffs here. They're not even dented. We're painting it, so it doesn't matter. And you would be surprised at how much all those trunk pieces are that are missing out of this, or out of mine. I mean, I'm thinking like $600 to get all of everything I needed in there. So it was just, it was a no-brainer. I got everything now. All the parts are here. I'm not going to have to run anywhere. And It should speed this up a little bit. Maybe. Because the parts aren't off. So that means I'm going to have to do each job twice. So maybe it won't be fast. I didn't think about that. I wanted to line these two up and get a picture, but I can't because the Sentra doesn't leave for another week. The Sentra, that's another story. We had a really windy day here, and the C10 bedside blew off of my wall into the freshly painted fender and the freshly painted bumper that I just did. So I contacted the person, and they wanted a cheap beater, so I just knocked some money off the price, and I touched it up. But they still want it. They didn't care, really. I was surprised. I'll include the footage. You can't tell at the moment. There's some scrapes here. There was a chip there. This was scraped the whole way down here. There's a dent in it right here. This was scraped. Big scrape on the bumper right here and right here. And I touched it up some. And it scraped the headlight right there and right here. Yeah, I wasn't too happy that day. But this is all new for me, buying a parts car to fix one. And I know there's been some people that said that they can't fix cars like I do because they have to have proof of VIN number from the cars they're getting the parts from, so they can't buy used parts and stuff like that. You know, it's hard for people to do that. I'm thinking in my head, and I don't know if this would work for them, but those states where you need proof of the VIN number and stuff, this might be a viable option. Right here you have a whole car, you have a title that I don't have for this one yet, but you have the proof of VIN for all these parts. So this might be an option for you guys to say you can't rebuild them like I do. So I figured I wanted to try something new, so this is what you get. This is new. I went from the Subaru King to the Caddy King. I just noticed that the trim's different on these models. Like the rear bumper trim or the rear trunk lid trim on that one is different from this one. There's a 1 year difference between them. I like mine better, and thankfully my trim made it through the accident. So I like this, and I'm assuming that I'll be able to put it on this trunk lid, but look at this one. That's more of the classic old school kind of look, and I think we can just do away with that and add mine. I hope. I wouldn't think they would have changed that in 1 year. I don't know. We have to find out. Kind of glance behind it and it looks like it is the same, so I think I'm going to be able to use it. So anyways, if you guys are excited for the Caddy saga coming up here, why don't you think about smashing that like button and consider subscribing? Drop me a comment. Do you agree that this is the right option? Do you think that this is the route we should have went? Or do you think we should have just spent $3,000 in parts?
Hit that dislike button if your mom likes a good T-bone.
And we'll see you on the next episode of
Unwrapped.
the Stewie. Oh, cute. Stewie.
Yeah, you try to explain things as it goes, or why my process.
Show them.
You know, so on check-ins, you know what I mean? That's just how it goes with that. But I really, like I said, then okay, to figure out what next steps I want to, you know, take you, because obviously we don't want to be on this forever. It's just more so to get your.
Stella, tell them bye-bye. Tell them bye-bye. Come around here. Come on. Say bye-bye.
Where you're at, you
Hmm?
have to essentially.
You say bye-bye?